A frontiersman in 1870 slept warm through a blizzard, with no tent, no sleeping bag, and no heater. Most campers today couldn't survive one night with a truck full of gear. We're counting down 8 forgotten frontier tricks, from basic ground insulation to the one secret that made the wilderness feel like home. It all starts at number 8, with nothing but pine branches beneath you. 8th place belongs to the pine bough bed, a simple mattress built from the forest itself. While modern campers pack inflatable pads, pioneers knew the real heat thief isn't the cold air, it is the frozen earth beneath you. By layering green spruce or pine branches roughly 30 centimeters thick, you construct a natural barrier. This foot-thick lattice of needles traps thousands of tiny air pockets, cutting conductive heat loss by a massive 60%. While its thermal resistance of 1.2 falls short of a modern foam pad's 3.5 rating, it costs nothing and weighs 0 pounds in your pack. Just remember to gather deadfall and downed branches to protect live trees, giving you a warm, sustainable night's sleep without carrying expensive synthetic gear. Number 7 on our list is wool clothing. On the frontier, pioneers knew a simple, harsh truth. Cotton kills. When cotton gets wet, its fibers swell, crushing the insulating air pockets and spiking thermal conductivity by 50%. It clings to your skin, draining body heat and leading straight to hypothermia, a tragedy documented in countless Oregon Trail journals. Wool, however, is a biological masterpiece. Its fibers are naturally hydrophobic, meaning they shed water and retain up to 85% of their loft even when soaked. While modern synthetic fleece is lighter, it still loses significant insulation when wet. Wet wool keeps warming you, slowly releasing heat as it dries. Slipping on a wool layer today remains a highly practical choice, offering the ultimate wet weather insurance. Number 6 on our list is the classic frontier fire kit of flint, steel, and char cloth. While modern campers pack cheap butane lighters, these disposables often fail below freezing when fuel refuses to vaporize or sputter out in a stiff breeze. The Pioneer's kit relies on simple physics. Striking high-carbon steel against flint throws a shower of hot sparks onto char cloth, cotton, or linen slow-cooked in a small vented tin until blackened. This charred material catches a 2,500-degree spark instantly, blooming into a steady, wind-resistant ember in seconds. Kept dry in a pocket tin, it is completely unaffected by sub-zero cold or damp mountain air. It provides reliable ignition when modern plastic gears freeze, offering a foolproof fire-starting system that never runs out of gas. Number 5 on our list is the canvas tarp lean-to. While modern campers pack complex, multi-pole nylon tents, pioneers relied on a single canvas sheet, a rope ridgeline, and wooden stakes. Pitched in minutes at a low 30-degree angle facing the campfire, this simple setup acts as a massive thermal reflector. Instead of sealing you in a cold, damp bubble, the open face captures radiant heat and bounces it directly onto your bedroll. In thermal tests, a canvas lean-to maintained an average internal temperature of 31 degrees Celsius, while a modern nylon tent hovered at just 23. Because canvas breathes naturally, it slashes internal condensation rates to 0.4 millimeters per hour, half that of tight synthetic fabrics. It is also incredibly durable, resisting tears from flying sparks that would instantly melt modern plastics. The lean-to trades light packability for fewer failure points, offering a warmer, drier, and far more reliable shelter beside a crackling fire. Number 4 on our list is cast iron cooking with the classic Dutch oven. While modern backpackers rely on ultralight titanium pots and salty freeze-dried pouches, frontier settlers carried heavy iron because it turns a campfire into a true working kitchen. Heating a 5-liter cast iron oven to baking temperature takes about 2.3 megajoules of energy. Those thick iron walls absorb and distribute heat evenly, meaning you can bake sourdough bread, simmer stews, and fry bacon using the exact same pot. By burying the lidded oven directly in hot embers, pioneers could leave dinner to slow cook safely for hours while they tackled camp chores. Lightweight, freeze-dried meals win on pack weight and speed, but they failed to deliver the massive caloric density, real food volume, and sheer morale boost of a hot, home-cooked one-pot meal. Cast iron trades portability for ultimate self-reliance. Third on our list is the technique of using hot stones as bed warmers. Modern winter campers often pack disposable chemical hand warmers that generate trash and quickly burn out. But pioneers relied on a simpler, unlimited source of overnight heat. Before turning in, trail riders would heat dense, non-porous river stones, like granite or quartzite, directly in the camp coals. Once hot, they wrapped these stones in a spare wool blanket or canvas cloth and tucked them down into the bottom of their bedrolls near their feet. This highly practical system exploits basic thermodynamics, storing campfire energy and moving that warmth right where the body needs it most. A dense 1-kilogram stone stores massive thermal energy, radiating steady, life-saving warmth directly into your bedding for 90 minutes or more, long after the campfire has died down. The trick, however, requires old-timer caution. Porous rocks like limestone or sandstone trap moisture inside their structures. When heated, that water vaporizes and expands rapidly, causing the stone to crack or violently burst. By carefully selecting dry, dense stones, frontier travelers carried a battery-free, zero-waste heating system that safely kept the cold at bay through the freezing mountain nights. In second place is the long fire, a body-length parallel log fire built specifically to keep a sleeper warm through freezing wilderness nights. While modern campers often haul noisy propane heaters that fail the moment their small steel canisters empty, pioneers relied on this brilliant self-feeding design made entirely of raw timber. By placing 2 thick logs parallel to one another with a narrow gap between them, you create a natural draft channel. As the inner wood burns, the logs slowly roll inward, feeding the coal bed and keeping a steady flame going without any constant middle-of-the-night adjustments. In controlled field tests, a well-built long fire delivers an impressive 5 kilowatts of continuous thermal output, throwing a uniform blanket of radiant heat along your entire body rather than warming just a single cold spot. This technique offers reliable, head-to-toe comfort when temperatures plummet. Yes, managing a fire of this scale demands real woodsman discipline, careful site preparation, and diligent ember safety. But it remains a remarkably elegant heating system that leaves modern camp gadgets in the cold. And finally, in first place is Fatwood, the resin-saturated pine heartwood frontier travelers prized when ordinary tinder failed. While modern campers pack chemical fire starter tablets or temperamental butane lighters that sputter in the cold, pioneers looked to dead pine stumps and fallen logs. Over years, heavy terpene resins concentrate in the heartwood of these decaying stumps, creating a natural fuel source with resin levels exceeding 30% by weight. This rich chemical composition makes the wood completely waterproof. In testing, even after being soaked in water, a small piece of fatwood ignites in roughly 2 seconds with a simple spark, burning with a hot, wind-resistant flame that stays lit even in a steady drizzle. It solves the hardest survival challenge of all, starting a fire when the entire forest is cold, wet, and miserable. When gathering this resource today, always harvest ethically from old dead stumps rather than living trees. It remains the ultimate wet weather insurance policy, proving that nature's own chemistry still outclasses synthetic fire starters. If you want to keep rediscovering these lost frontier skills, subscribe for more. Across these 8 frontier methods, one truth remains. The best gear isn't manufactured, it's understood. When you rely on resourcefulness over retail, the wilderness ceases to be an obstacle. Subscribe for more forgotten frontier wisdom.